I finally picked up the new Givenchy Prisme Libre bronzer, and the shade that I picked up is 001, and it's for fair to light complexions. So today we're going to try this out. I'm going to compare it to some of my more expensive bronzer, YSL, and the Armani one, my Dior, and even Victoria Beckham. So let's get started. I already have done my eyes, and I did use my Chantecaille eyeshadow palette, and this is the Jasmine Eye Duet. I've also used my Urban Decay gel liners to create this wing, and I didn't do my face because I want to use some Givenchy products. And I have the two foundations here. I will make sure to put a timestamp on when I start using the bronzer if you're just interested in the bronzer. Let's start with the two Givenchy foundations that I have. And I have 0C and 1N95. So 0C and 1N95. I purchased this one, 1N95 first. Then I got the new one. So I like to combine both. I like the 0C because it has a pink undertone, which is perfect for me, but I have to use both. I did purchase both, and I don't want to not use one or the other. So I put some on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my Makeup & Mario F4 brush. I already have sunscreen on my face. I love the smell. Maybe I used too much. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to use a blush. I do have a Givenchy blush. But today, maybe I'm just going to use the bronzer as my blush. We'll see how that's going to go. I'm really curious the shade and how it matches and how it blends. Okay, I'm going to go in with my sponge now because my skin feels pretty drying. I think it's all this weather change here. It looks good. I think I want to go in with a concealer just to brighten up this area a little bit more. I'm going to use my YSL concealer. I don't have a Givenchy concealer. I don't even know if they do have one. Maybe they do. But I do have to use the concealers that I have in my collection. Otherwise, they're all going to go bad if I keep repurchasing. Okay, I just want to brighten this middle up a bit. I hate putting concealer after my eyes are done because I find that it's very close to the eye and I don't want to remove any eye makeup. So this 1N95 is more yellow undertone. The 0C is more cool tone, has the pink undertone, which I really, really like. I'm going to put them there in the background. Let's move on to the let's powder. So I do have this Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. This is a mini in the shade 3. I do have the big one in the shade 1. So here's the difference. But I'm going to use the mini one today. I haven't used this one in a while. And I want to powder the perimeter of my face here where we put the actual bronzer. I'm going to use this Patrica dual-ended brush and just use this side. Because when you use a powder bronzer on top of a foundation, you have to give it a fair shot by applying powder. Because otherwise the foundation could actually make the bronzer stick in certain places, and I want to give this bronzer a fair shot. On a regular basis, I don't really do this. It's an extra step, but since we're just reviewing this product, I do want to make sure that I give it a fair shot. Oh, I am so excited. Okay, let's get into this product. Let me open my app here and tell you more about it. So there's the packaging. You have the shade right there. 001 Mousseline Bronzée for fair to light complexions. I got the fairest one. They do have 4 shades. So mine is the lightest one. I did open it. I never used it, but I was so curious. I want to show you how luxurious this is. Like, look how pretty that clasp is. And then here you have the product name. It's so, so pretty with the gold. This cost me $60. So it is quite expensive, but it's pretty. And I really wanted to get this since I saw that it came out. It has medium coverage. It's a pressed powder formula. It's matte finish and it's long wearing. So let's check it out. So we open it up right here. So you push this button and it opens up. You have a nice mirror, and then you have this powder puff that it comes with. which you can use to contour if you want because of the shape. When you open it up, like the actual brush stays in here, and then you open it up and you have this beautiful bronzer. So I will try swatch all those squares to give you an idea. And then I'm going to compare it to some of my other favorite luxury bronzers so that you guys can see the difference. It is really pretty. It does have the same smell as the foundation. It's a very light scent. Here's a close-up before we just dig in. So I'm going to start with the top two shades right here, from the deepest to the lightest. Oh, I really hate putting my fingers in it. Yeah, everything is matte from what I see. I love the shades are in there. So here they are. Because I love that there's like a warm tone and a cool tone. I think when you dig your brush through, you're probably going to get a shade in between. And the white, the lightest shades, probably brings down the tone a bit so that it's not too pigmented. It's easy to use. I love it. You know what? I love this. You can use it on the eyes as well. So probably like a quick look. You can just use this on the eye. Cool tone, warm tone, cool tone, and some brightening. This is like a good eye palette as well, I would say. But here they are, all those shades. Let's see if I can compare it to Dior Forever in the shade 05 Warm Bronze. And here is the shade. I'm going to use my other hand. It's going to be hard because I'm swatching with my left. So here is the Dior one. There you go. Let's go into the Armani one. And this is in the shade 90. This has glitter, so it's not a matte one, but I do want to see the colors and see if any of these colors are in the Givenchy one. I had to close the blinds a bit because the sunlight was coming through too much. Okay, let's go in with the YSL one, and this is the All Hours Hyper Bronze in 02, I think, the shade. So it's this one right here. Oh, they're all so pretty. They all can be used on the eyes as well. I have been anyways. So here is the YSL one. Now let's go into the Victoria Beckham in the shade 02. I really love this. I've been using this bronzer a lot. It's very heavy, so be careful. Don't drop this on your toe. Let's go with the lighter shade. So you get two shades here. So you have a lighter and a darker right here. So this is the lightest shade in the Victoria Beckham and the darkest. So now here they are to kind of see the shades. So the Victoria Beckham one right here, the cool tone one, is a little bit lighter than this, but it's kind of the same vibe. You have a cool tone and a warm tone, which is here, and then the two white ones, which probably help bring down the, if it's too much pigment. I think it's going to complement the colors very good. Dior one, then Armani, YSL, and then the Victoria Beckham one. Here are the shades. Victoria Beckham's more on the reddish tone. It's quite pigmented here compared to this one. I love these colors. Okay, let's swirl it. So I'm not going to use the brush that it comes with, but I'm going to keep it there because it does stay there. It won't fall out. But it's very interesting how small it is. Let me see compared to the YSL. Let me show you that's how small it is. I do have the Givenchy Prisme Libre blush. So compared to it, that's what it looks like. Compared to the big powder, that's what it looks like. So you can get an idea of how big the product is. You do get 0.24 ounce, which is 7 grams. In the YSL, you get 0.26, 0.24, 0.26. Okay, let's try it out. I'm so excited. I'm going to start with my Patrick Ta for Face number 6 brush and go into this fluffy one. And let's see. So I'm going to swirl it into all of them like this. It's quite powdery, so be careful. I like to use my hourglass, but I like to be precise now and use a smaller brush. So I'm just going to go like this. I do love how it feels actually. So instead of swirling, I would say dab so that you don't cause too much fallout. So I'm just going to go through all 4 squares. Oh, that's such a pretty shade. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see up close. Oh yeah, it feels very lightweight. The color is just very natural looking. It blurs the appearance of pores. Don't have many pores, so I really cannot tell that. But I can tell you that it's very lightweight, very buildable formula. The color is just perfect. If you're fair skin tone, I think you would love the shade. The multi-use bronzer, it combines all these 4 colors. They're complementary colors as well. As you can see, they complement each other very good to bronze, sculpt, and illuminate. So I think that the lightest shades, or this one right here, is more for illuminating. But yeah, I would use them all 4 at once together like this. So you use all 4 quadrants for more of a warmth bronze. Or you can use the individual ones to define and sculpt more. But I think the way I'm going to use this bronzer is just like this. I'm going to use individual ones on my eyes. Like when I want to do something on my eye, I use them individually. Yeah, so it does look like a filtered look. And I'm not going to add a blush. You know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to use this one and go into the actual darker shades only and apply it to my cheek. Because I think I like this type of shades right now. I don't want to add a pink. I do have the pink Givenchy one, but right now I want to stay more in the warmth tones like this. I have been loving to use my bronzer as my blush lately. Like first I bronze and diffuse everywhere and then really focus the bronzer on the cheeks where I would normally put the blush. Whoa, it's such a pretty shade. This is going to look so nice on the eyes. Oh, I'm loving it. Definitely loving it. I love how easy it blends. It doesn't feel thick and powdery and drying. I can tell you that, let's see. This one's pretty nice. It does, the YSL one. However, it does feel more powdery than the Givenchy one. Givenchy is very lightweight. Also, this is more powdery as well, maybe. But not in a bad way. They still blend very easily. It's not in a bad way, but I want to show you how lightweight this feels. Feels much more lightweight than all my other bronzers. I'm going to have to do a top powder bronzers. And I can tell you that this is probably going to win against all my other ones. That's how much I'm loving it when I'm applying it. And it's a bonus. You can actually use the shades on your eyes and use it as an eyeshadow palette. Like, look how pretty this would look, right? You do spend $60, but this is pretty. I do have this Pat McGrath Labs in Flesh 7. It's an older lipstick. I'm not sure if she still has it. I'll try to link it down below. But it's more of lip balm lipstick. And I think this would be a good shade. Like, I just want to give my lips a more, yeah, it comes across more rosy than the brown. But it's so hydrating, and I really love this type of lipsticks that have a little bit of color, and it's quite hydrating as well. So, yeah, I want to see how that looks. Okay, let me give you my final thoughts now. So, here's a close-up. I'm going to zoom you really, really in. It's very interesting how this one opens up. So what do you guys think? Like, look how beautiful. You can see how it's shining on the cheek, even though it's a powder bronzer, but you can see how illuminating it is, and it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel powdery. It doesn't feel drying. I love how it applied. I can honestly tell you that this is an amazing product. Final thoughts. $60, absolutely, it's worth it. I would definitely repurchase this product. I would definitely spend my money on it. I don't want to make you go buy it. However, the colors are just so beautiful. And what I love about it is, like I said before, you can actually use it as an eyeshadow palette. So spending $60 on a luxury bronzer that you can actually use it as an eyeshadow palette as well, I don't think it's much. So I'm loving it. I love the shades. I love how the shades complement each other. I love the packaging. You know, I'm happy that the actual brush does not fall out and I don't have to worry about that. I love how compact it is. It's quite thin, you can see. Yeah, you do see fingerprints, but who cares, you know. Definitely something I would love to travel with. I don't even need to bring an eyeshadow palette, just this bronzer. And I love how it acts as a nice blush as well. So if you're more into this bronzy type of blushes, I think you would love it. Anyways, I will definitely recommend this 100%. No doubts about it. I have no doubts that you would not love this product. It feels amazing. This is perfect shades for fair, light to fair skin tones. I cannot speak for the deeper ones. I don't know the undertones, but you can see that these are just perfect. It's going to be harder if you do want to use them individually on the face, not on the eyes, because they're more kind of like eyeshadow, individual eyeshadow sizes. But for like an all over the face, I think it's just perfect combination. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. It's for you to see if this product is for you or not. Definitely for me. I love Givenchy products. They all work so beautiful. It's such a luxury, nice, lightweight brand. And yeah, that's it from me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.